If you're considering purchasing or already have a Kaleidescape system and you have a rack, this video is going to show you exactly what rack you're going to need for what products, and we'll walk you step by step on how to install those in your rack. So let's go ahead and get to unboxing. I'm going to set these two aside for now. We'll first unbox the large one here. So with the large one, Kaleidescape is going to give you two different rack mount options in case you've got let's say you've got a Strato C or a Strato V. You can mount that as a single unit, or if you've got a Strato V and a Strato C with a Terra server, one of the compact, that's what this is going to be for. So here we've just got some instructions, which I'll walk you step by step through that, so we won't need that for now. Got a small pad right here. Lay that off to the side. We'll actually use this in just a little bit. So here's going to be your main base plate. So we're going to flip that over. So your Kaleidescape server or your player are going to fit on here, just depending on your configuration. In this video, I'm going to show you two different ways. We'll do a Strato V here in the center, and then we'll do a separate install with a Strato V and then a Terra server right here. So down here, we've got our screws, some smaller screws there. The bigger screws will be for your rack. These are some extra screws for the server and the Strato C or Strato V. Let me lay this off to the side so it doesn't fall. Now the great thing with the rack kit, it does come with two different face plates. So we've got one single unit here, or if you're going to be mounting a Kaleidescape Strato C or a V, and then maybe a Terra server, compact Terra server over here. I'm going to show you in this video how to do both of those. All right, so we're going to move this off to the side, and I'd recommend just taking this little foam piece and laying that down so you don't scratch up your compact players. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install a Strato V. We're going to flip it upside down. You're going to see we've got 3 screws right here. So you're going to use a small screwdriver. Go ahead and back all of those out. Next, we're going to take our base plate. We're going to flip it upside down. We're going to line it to where we've got. I tell you what, I want to make this flush with the front, so I'm going to use these back screws there. So we got 1, 2, and 3. So we'll go ahead and secure those. There's 1, 2, and 3. So here you can see the Strato V is now secure. The next step, we're going to take our face plate and we're just going to slide it right there, just like that. And then we'll take this over to your rack, and then you just got those 4 screws that were included in the bag, and you'll secure that so it'll fit just like that. Now, if you have a Strato V player or a Strato C player and a Terra server, we just need to make a small modification. So I've already removed the 3 screws, and we're going to put the Strato C, let's put it on the left side. So we're just going to take this and move it over until those holes line up on the left side. We'll attach the first screw, second screw, and the third. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to remove these 3 screws here, place it underneath, and then we'll attach those. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those. All right, so here you can see I've already removed these 3 screws here from the Terra Prime server. This is the SSD version. And we're just going to align the holes just like that, and we'll attach our 3 screws. We've got 1 there, 1 right here, and the third one right here. So now we can see we've got 2 units side by side, and then we get our double face plate here. We lean it up. That slides right there in between those. And then once again, we'll take our 4 screws and just attach it to your rack mount. So here you can see an example in a rack, flush mounted. And here's another example of the players and the servers where they're protruding out a little bit. Kaleidescape actually recommends that you install it about 3/4 of an inch protruding from the front. So as you can see here, Kaleidescape has 4 different notches here, 4 different holes. So that allows you to have 4 different positions on how much you want the front of the unit to stick out. So the first hole back here would allow that to be flush. If we move it back 1 notch, that probably gives you, I don't know, maybe about 1/2 inch. That would be probably 3/4 of an inch. And that's going to be about a full inch there. So again, just depending on where you want to mount that will determine which screw hole you use. Now there may be times when you want to take a Strato V or maybe one of the Terra servers and install it behind maybe a TV for that slim profile look. So Kaleidescape also offers a kit for that. So they include a screwdriver. We've got 3 screws and some drywall anchors and a small bracket right here. So what you'll want to do is take your device, flip it over, and you can see here, I've already removed the 2 side screws. You won't need to remove the one in the front. Now Kaleidescape recommends either mounting this with the faceplate facing down, and the reason for that is so heat can dissipate back here and hot air rises, so that'll help keep this cool. You can mount it to the left or to the right, but they do not recommend mounting it with the faceplate facing up because you got all the ventilation down here and all that heat's going to remain inside. You want to make sure that these little notches, you see there's a big hole and then we've got these little notches. Make sure the notch is facing towards the back of the unit. I'm going to place it on top like this, line up the holes, take our 2 screws, secure the first one, and secure the second screw just like that. Then you can take the unit, place it up against the wall. Imagine this is a wall right here. Then you can mark your 2 sides, the left and the right. Remove this, drill your hole, insert your drywall anchor, screw this into that, and then that's going to be sticking out just a little bit, and that will fit right, let's see if you can see it. It's going to fit inside there and go right inside that notch. So again, make sure that that little notch is facing up towards the back of the unit. If you're mounting it to the side, it really won't matter because the screw is just going to be like that and will mount just like that. Now there's one final mounting accessory that we want to cover, and that is for your large Terra Prime servers. So inside this box, we've got the large screws for your rack. We've got one side of the rail and the other side right here. And then we'll place a large Terra server. We're going to flip this upside down just like that. Here you can see we got 4 screws. We'll go ahead and take those out. There's 1, 2, 3, and the last one. Now we'll take our rack ear and we'll place it right on the bottom just like this. So once again, depending on how much you want this to protrude in front of the rack ears and in front of your rack will determine which screw hole you're going to use. So you can use the furthest one back. You've got one here, one here. If you want it flush mounted, it'll be all the way up here. We'll go ahead and place the second one over here as well. And then we'll secure our 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now when we turn it back over, you can see how the rack ears are mounted to the sides. And then of course you'd use the 4 large screws to secure it to your rack. Well, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you need any products from Kaleidescape, we're authorized dealers as well as certified for Kaleidescape, so you can feel free to hit us up at obsessedhometheater.com. Hope you guys have an incredible week. God bless. We'll catch you in the next video.